Hi boys and girls, welcome back to our classroom. Today we're going to do another one of our direct drawings. So we did one a couple weeks back with a frog where we wrote the letter F, we practiced the word frog, and lots of us did a great sentence. I noticed that our sentences had finger spaces, they had periods at the end, they had capitals at the beginning. They were fabulous. I loved seeing them on our Facebook page. Now, one of my friends named Hayden. Now, Hayden joined our class not too long ago and instantly became a member of our class. He sent me a video of a journal that he did on his own, which boys and girls, you're more than welcome to do. You know how to do them now. But this one gave me an idea because he did a turtle. Now, our letter this week is the letter T. You probably just practiced it on that sheet after you watched those videos, of course. So now we're ready to do our letter T journal entry. So we're going to do just like Hayden did, because what a great idea was a turtle for the letter T. So we have our journal out, or if you can't find our journal, find a piece of paper. That works too. And we're going to start at the top, okay? And this is where we're going to draw a turtle, and we'll worry about the writing in just a little bit. So in the middle of our drawing area, we're just going to do a bump, kind of like a hill. That doesn't quite look like a turtle yet, does it? After that, underneath our bump, we're just going to draw a line. It's going to stick out a little bit on either side, just like that, because this is going to be our turtle's shell. After that, we're going to go to the one side, and we're just going to loop it around, bring it back, and loop it around on this side. There's his shell. Now, boys and girls, I think we should probably do his head. So what we're going to do is we're going to start under the shell. So we're not going to start it from the side. We're going to go underneath, and we're going to stick his head out the side. So we're going to go from underneath, and we're going to go out. How to make a bump. We're going to bring it just like that. Once we get there, we're just going to bring it straight back in and stick it underneath that shell. He has a nice big head. Mine has a really big head. Then let's do his eyes first. Mrs. Clayton always likes to do two eyes. I usually do them touching and some nice circle eyeballs. There you go. This guy, he's going to smile. He's feeling pretty good today. He knows that you guys are joining us for this drawing, and he's pretty excited. After that, boys and girls, we're going to go down, over, up. Down, over, up. Make sure you don't go down and up. That's not what Mrs. Clayton likes to see. So if you're having trouble, make sure you say the words with me. Go down, over, up. Down, over, up. After that, you can put some toes on there. Those ones I just go up, down, up, down. There you go. Now we can do some lines on the bottom of our turtle shell. Once you start to color, you can always do a pattern at the bottom there. Turtle shells sometimes have patterns on them, so I'm just going to do some lines. You can make your turtle shell any pattern if you want. If you want to do some different shapes, you could do some hearts, some swirls. Up to you. I just do a whole bunch of lines like that. After that, boys and girls, our turtle, we don't know where it is. So we need to put a background, right? Because our drawings don't just have one picture. When we read books, we want them to be really interesting. And if we just had a book with one picture in the middle, that's not very interesting. So we have to think, where does a turtle live? It usually lives in the sea or the ocean. So I'm going to do him underneath the water. So maybe I'll do some waves over top of him, so that I know he's underwater. Maybe I'll do some shells. Maybe here's walking on some of these shells. Maybe there's some seaweed. I don't like it when I go swimming and there's seaweed. Maybe there's some sand at the bottom. Maybe there's some coral. Coral is kind of different odd shapes. And I've never seen any real life coral, but I think that it would be very interesting. And it has lots of colors from what I've heard. So now that we've done our picture, you can color it, and then let's do a sentence at the bottom. Now my challenge to you boys and girls is to think of a sentence that uses our sight word of the week. Do you remember what our sight word was? It was the word look. So when you're thinking of your sentence, you have to go, what's a sentence that uses the word look? You could say, look at my turtle. Or maybe you want to use one of those color words we've done before, because we know how to spell those color words. We can sing the song like R-E-D spells red, R-E-D spells red, R-E-D spells red, Red as a strawberry head. So I'm gonna make my turtle red. I haven't seen a red turtle before, but I kind of like the color red. I'm gonna write look. Now I know how to spell it because we did it earlier this week. L-O-O-K. Look. You can see that my L is a tall letter. My O's are underneath that dotted line, so it's a small letter, and my K, it's another tall letter. I can probably make this part a little bit shorter for my lowercase k. Look at the. So T is a tall letter, H is a tall letter, and E is a small letter. Look at the red. Now red's a really good one to sound out. R-E-D. 3 sounds. So I'm going to write it here. I'm going to do the sounds as I hear them. R is my R. R-E-E-E-D. Red. I can't remember what I was spelling again. Look at the red turtle. So I'm going to spell turtle. R-T-L-E. And then I'm going to put a period right at the end, boys and girls. You notice that if Mrs. Clayton ran out of room, she went down to the next line and started at that same side that I started at before. When you write, you go across the page from left to right, down, and then back again from left to right. I can't wait to see your drawings again. Bye, boys and girls.